And we are back with another Black with No Cream podcast. New episode every single Wednesday and Sunday. I'm your host, Ben Haggerty, a.k.a. Ben Real Verse World. And today on the podcast, we have Bizness Boi. He has produced massive records for the likes of PartyNextdoor, Black, Swae Lee, Dreamville, Young Thug, and so many others. He's originally from Milwaukee, started making beats at the age of 7. He knew he wanted to pursue music as a career from a young age. He gives a ton of insight into the business side of music, how to make a legit living as a producer, taking advantage of publishing, credits, and royalties, and he gives the backstory of some of the biggest records and how he linked with those artists. He even tells us about his own album he's working on with Party, Swae Lee, Black. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a fire-ass episode. If you're new to Black with No Cream, you're probably wondering what the fuck that is. Black with No Cream is a private content creator group fueled by caffeine, or at least I take my coffee Black with No Cream, but you can fuck with whatever caffeine you like and still be a part of our community. All creators are welcome. So if you would like to join that, go to bwnc.com/join and sign up. If you're new to the podcast, we interview talented creators every single Sunday. And on Wednesdays, we have the Morning Roast segment where we deep dive into different creative topics. So definitely make sure to subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, all the above, one or the other. I don't give a fuck. Just get with the shits. Coming up on the podcast, we have some good episodes coming up. October 13th, we have Currency's creative director and documentary filmmaker CJ Wallace, who has gained recognition recently for his latest award-winning documentary, The Perfect Bid, which blew up on Netflix. October 20th, we have Brian Z, who is the creative director of DJBooth.com and AudioMac. Creative director, is that what I said? The creator of DJBooth.com and AudioMac.com, two massive online music platforms. And on October 27th, we have Beth, aka Baith, the concert photographer who has shot for artists like Lil Nas X, Young Blood, Lil Uzi, Rico Nasty, Machine Gun Kelly, G-Eazy. She shot for everybody, and she's currently on tour with Hoodie Allen. So if you are excited about those episodes, we appreciate that. And if you want to hear them a week earlier than every single person else, we give that to our Patreon members. So if you want to join us on Patreon, patreon.com/blackwithnocream, you can get early access to the podcast. You can also get all the other amazing perks that we list out there. You can see it on the website. So just check it out if you're interested in fucking, becoming a better creator, because that's what we do on Patreon. All right, cool. This is going to be a fire-ass episode. Let's jump into this shit right motherfucking now.
Attention.
If you stop this podcast recording at any time, you will die.
I don't want to die.
Do you want to live? Yeah.
You have 24 hours to share this podcast with 5 people or you will die.
I'm kidding. You won't die. You're just weak shit for not sharing.
And the winner of the best motherfucking podcast goes to...
Black with No Cream.
What do you think?
It's so fucking dumb and so fucking Ben Haggerty.
I knew you would say that. And we are back with another Black with No Cream podcast. New episode every single Wednesday and Sunday. I'm your host, Ben Haggerty, a.k.a. Ben Real Verse World. Today's special guest, Bizness Boi.
What's up?
How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling super blessed. I can't complain.
Hey, so am I, because you're here at this podcast studio, which is dope.
Appreciate you.
Little sliver in Hollywood.
Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for coming. I'm excited for this because I don't know that we've had any other Grammy nominated producers.
Yeah. Well, if I'm the first one, I appreciate it. Yeah. Making history.
Yeah, man. No, I'm excited. I mean, you got music everywhere. Mm-hmm. Obviously, everyone hears it. I feel like you have an interesting role in music. Mm-hmm. You're the curator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, just creating and just putting my visions out there with the artists and, just hoping they can see the vision as well.
Right.
We just put it out to the world. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Like, I don't think people understand how collaborative, you between an artist is. You know what I mean? Because there's just so much shit always happening. Yep. Like, you got people, you'll make 1 million songs and one will get picked. You know what I mean? And
most definitely.
It's not easy to deal with that shit.
Just waiting for them to come out. But I just before I go into sessions, I just try to make sure I'm just taking quality in there all the time, whether I'm cooking from scratch or just making packs for them to, because sometimes the artists just want to hear beats first and then we'll make a couple records or something and then we'll create.
Right.
So it's just different. It just depends on who I'm working with.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's I've been in mad studio sessions or whatever, and it's always interesting from the filmmaker standpoint, just watching the collaboration, because it's like sometimes it's awkward as shit because they bring in you have like a major artist and they bring in a producer that maybe never worked with that person, and then you got to just like show all the way out with your shit and then just hope that they fuck with it. Yeah,
just hope that they rock with it, record it, and then even after they record it, it's still a process on when it's gonna come out, or do they think it's good enough to come out.
It's crazy. But you were originally from Milwaukee?
Yep, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was born in Little Rock, moved there when I was
Arkansas. Oh shit.
Yep, but my grandparents raised me from like the age of 3.
Oh word. And they're in Milwaukee?
Yep.
Nice.
Still there, so I still go back and visit.
What's the main music venue there? I used to drive up there all the time. Like the Rave? Is the Rave? Yeah. We did a show. We shot a music video in that, like the pool in the back. I don't know if you've ever seen that shit.
No, I ain't see that one.
Yeah, there's like I don't know, the only way that artists get in is through like this sketchy ass like pool.
Yeah, look, I heard about it. Everybody said it's sketchy as hell, but.
No, being from Iowa, I was always like, that was the spot to go to if an artist was coming through. We'd try to like haul up there and just like see a show. And I was in high school and shit. I had to beg my parents to let me go, and it's like 6-hour drive or whatever. But Milwaukee's the shit.
No, it's pretty dope. It's a untapped market.
Yeah,
and people that come there, they like it. They think it's pretty cool. It's just a small city, so you know it's not talked about a lot like that. And we don't have like a real music market there, but like basketball is like, we got Giannis now, so we getting a light shed on us by that.
What is it? Has there been any like major musicians that have come out of Milwaukee? I mean, I feel like Minnesota always gets the reign of like.
Yeah, Minnesota for sure, but we had like Cuckoo Kyle in my projects, Ishdar, Rico Love, he's from there. Sounds, he a producer. Okay, he lives out here. He's from there. Tank, the R&B singer.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's from Milwaukee.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Eric Benet. So
everybody, you,
me, so it's like low key. Like a lot of people, they still show love when they move. It's just they just moving forward, looking forward. So
right.
Yeah.
When you got started into music, I mean, you said you were raised by your grandparents. Were your grandparents like with the music background? Did they have a music background?
No, they don't. They just love music though. Yeah. Like every day, my grandma would play like music when she cooking. She had like the boom box, just playing like oldies, stuff from like the 70s, the 80s, and all of that.
So how did you slowly like gravitate into it?
Just hearing them, like hearing the music they was playing, and then my uncle, he always had like these tapes and CDs that'd be like artists he listened to, and then like Bone Thugs and Harmony was one of my favorites. Yeah. And then listening to them, like, I want to get into music. I love the way they write. I love the sounds, the beats, all of that. So I feel like elementary school, it was like early.
That was elementary school?
When I first heard it, I would just had like a Walkman or something and just listening to that. And then I'm like, I want to create music like this one day. And then I'd be at my desk just like sketching out album covers, like, my album coming soon. I'm writing raps, like,
that's
for
so
real,
tight.
like early. It was like first, second grade. It was like early.
I feel like at that age it's kind of hard to have a vision of like, I want to do this for like, I think it's like you by default, school presents like sports and shit, so you feel like, I'm gonna do that, but you don't even realize that you could go pro. You know what I mean? You like slowly get into this like competitiveness of it. But music, I feel like is completely off the grid, especially like at that age. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what made you feel like that could become a job? Like, how do you have that vision for yourself?
It was just the passion, I guess, like the way I felt about it. Yeah. It was, I just love music, like just the way it made you feel. And I was always wondering like how they create this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And from a producer standpoint, but early it was like more just writing. Right. And wanting to seeing Bone Thugs and Harmony and just want to emulate what they're doing. Right. Yeah.
So then when did you actually start making music? Like you were writing, you couldn't really
like elementary, but like beats, it was like 7th grade, like middle school. MTV Music Generator is this game for the PlayStation. Right. My grandma bought me that and just started practicing on there. Right.
So what, you could literally like program beats on PlayStation? Yeah. And then they were tight?
Yep. Damn. Well, nah.
But like tight enough for a fucking
game. At the
game.
time, to me, I was like, yo, I'm making beats. Yeah, this shit is tight, but that shit was trash back then.
Was there a way to play them back like outside of your PlayStation?
Or no, that was the only way. Yeah, that was the only way.
Did you have sessions around your PlayStation? Like people come over and rap on that shit?
No, it was just me and the bros.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, just me and the bros. We would just be like, yo, I'm about to make a beat. And then all we could do was just like rap. And then like kind of like record on like a tape recorder or something. Like
just the room sound.
Yeah.
Just like play it back. What else were you doing like at that age? Like, was it all music that was the only focus, or were you into?
It was basketball.
You were playing sports?
Yeah, it was most definitely basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball came like middle school, so it was like basketball, music,
Right.
And then high school, freshman year, I played like junior varsity, and then sophomore year, I just got into trouble, and then I just started focusing more on music.
Right.
So, yeah.
What? Because you getting in trouble got you kicked off the team or something? Like you just couldn't play sports anymore?
Like I got in trouble the first day of like practice.
Oh shit.
It was crazy, like being a hothead, and then it was just a life lesson, and then just really focused on like rapping and like beats, and then after a while I just fell out of love with like the artist side, and I just wanted to be more behind the scenes.
Right. So were a lot of people making music at that same time, like, or was it just you, like with your friends and shit? Like,
it was just like me, my friends, and people I knew around the city.
Yeah.
Milwaukee. Yeah.
but who were you looking up to besides Bone Thugs? Like, was there any local talent that you were like,
so,
oh
like,
shit?
After Bone Thugs, it was like Jay-Z on like a greater scale, and then like local wise, it was like Ray Rizzy, Ray Nitty, Pizzle.
Were they just like, how do you hear about them?
Just like
How old are you right now?
I'm 31.
You're 31. All right, so like this is, you know, MySpace era and shit, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
is that how you're hearing people's music and shit?
It was MySpace, but it was just like CDs and stuff, like seeing like CDs printed up. Because, you know, around that time, it was just like
Mad CDs burn.
mad CDs and mixtapes, everybody giving them out, selling them. So
Right.
it was that, and then like just word of mouth around the city, like, yo, you heard this person, or you heard this person.
Right.
So,
Which that shit's like motivating in itself, just to be like the person that people are asking if you're hearing about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was there shows and shit?
Yeah, it was shows.
Yeah.
It was like local shows. It was like smaller. All the big shows was like people from out of town.
Right.
Yeah.
But by that point, you were like more into behind the scenes instead of being on stage, like performing?
Yeah. So I was performing, and people they was rocking with me, but it was just like, at the time, I'm like, yo, I just want to be behind the scenes now. I just fell out of love with it. I don't know what did it, but I was like, yeah, I just want to be behind the scenes. And I think one reason was like, being an artist is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like money, you need to travel, you need to do all this. And I was like, yo, I'm going to just become like a full-time producer and just be behind the scenes and like just get my bread up, get my money, and just work my way up like that.
Yeah. So what were what'd you start, like, how'd you activate that shit? Like,
first it was just like being local, just hitting up like different spots, and then telling people like, yo, I produce, like I got beats for you, I got like a CD, I'm giving them CDs, like I got like 15 beats on here.
Yeah.
Let me know if you rock with something, and then just exchanging like contacts and stuff. And then after a while, it was like people was like, yo, we need a Bizness Boi beat, and this was like 2000 and probably like 8,
Right.
2007, 8, somewhere around there.
damn. How, I mean, you start connecting with those people, but how did you like negotiate it? Like, was it at the time, was it just about getting music made? Like you were just interested? So
yeah,
like,
just getting music made, and then like after a certain point, probably like after a year, it's like, yo, I need 100, or I
Right.
need 300.
Yeah.
You know, just stuff like that.
right.
Yeah.
Was there like, where'd you record? Where were you guys recording?
People, they had their own like studios.
Yeah.
So I pull up to their studios and just like play beats and stuff
Right.
like that. But yeah, everybody had like some kind of setup, whether it was like a real studio or at their house.
Right. When you were making beats at that point, like you obviously upgraded from the PlayStation.
Yeah, I had.
What'd you do?
So
Fruity Loops and
07, yep.
Yeah.
I think it was like Fruity Loop 7.
Okay, word.
That's the first one I had.
Were you into? Do you like play the keys and shit too?
Like a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was just more
Just
like
that.
just like playing by ear or like samples.
Right.
But I would just like I taught myself like how to kind of read music or
Yeah.
like follow the scales.
Right.
Like C minor or C major, I know where to go.
But you never took any music classes?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
No, I would just like YouTube and just tutorials
Right.
and stuff like that.
Was there high school classes for like music? I know there's like there was.
Yeah, but they started taking them out like a while ago.
Oh.
Out of like public schools.
Right.
They had one school in Milwaukee like geared towards that, but like every other school they started taking them out.
Damn.
Like all the music classes and stuff.
Was there like any mentors that you had in school at the time? Like,
no, not really.
No,
not for music.
Damn.
Everything was like, I met the big homie Chad Roper. When was that? Like probably back then when I started too. So he was like the person that like helped me.
Yeah.
Like the business side. Like even back then, I think like 2007, 2008, I was learning about like ASCAP and then like how to just like the publisher side, and then like how many checks you get, domestic, international, the writer side publishing. So it's like
at that like early in the game.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Because he was like, yo, you don't want to miss out on no money. Because
Right.
a lot of people just think it's like, okay, I'm gonna sign up as a writer, but you can sign up as a publisher too.
Right.
So you get that, you get 2 checks, and then you get a domestic one, and you get an international one.
Damn. Yeah, I guess you don't really think about that shit when you're just like starting. I don't think you know there's money to be made, but at an early age, it's almost just like.
So he wanted me to like just be aware, you know, early though, and make sure nobody like play me or something.
How'd you link with him?
Just Milwaukee, and
Yeah.
like he's friends with like Rico Love, so he was just hearing about me and stuff, and then we got like super cool.
Damn. I mean, is that when you did that kind of initiate outside of like the quick like few $100 for a beat or some shit? Did you start getting those checks? And
Yeah, like people respected me, so they paid for the beats, and then I started making like I get like checks, like deposits from ASCAP, and then it just depends on like what the song's doing, because my early songs was
Weren't.
like
right.
yeah.
But how's that work? So it's like at the time, like say it's a local artist and they put it out and they're getting like, what? It's that money comes from like iTunes plays and shit. Is that
Yeah,
what?
but back then it was like different. Yeah, iTunes, the money would go to them, and then they had to send me like royalties, but like them registering to like BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, it like that'll calculate like all the spins, sort of say, or whatever, and then
the artist has to do that. Like
well, the artist had to pay like royalties,
Right.
But like ASCAP, I register the song, and then they'll look it up.
Oh, word.
Like ASCAP will actually
Right.
find it in the database,
Right.
and everything. Yep.
So you have to do like the legwork to make sure that you're like claiming the
Yeah.
shit you worked on.
Yeah, just putting the like artist name, the title,
Right.
like, album, all that stuff. Like,
Can you do that before it comes out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's-
You're supposed to.
So is that because you're completely independent from like having a deal where someone would normally do that for you, right?
Yeah, but I have a team.
Oh,
like,
you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everybody on my teams, they just help. Cause I had somebody doing it at first. Like,
Yeah.
Like kind of like admin.
Right.
But it wasn't like a deal. Just like some
Help.
good people I know.
Right.
Like at the label. So, and then after a while, I was like, yo, we're just gonna do it ourselves.
Damn.
Yeah. My manager works for Universal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the publishing side. So
So are you like signed? It's not signed to Universal.
no, it's just him like as a manager. Cause we was on the road together. He was doing like tour managing.
Right.
And then after that, he was just like, yo, I want to try something new.
Yeah.
You know, I want to get off the road. And then we were just like working together a little bit. I'm like, all right, let's figure it out.
Yeah.
And then he was setting up like sessions, setting up meetings, and
Damn.
and then like I had connects, he had connects. We just put all together. And then one day, like Sterling them at Universal, they was like, yo, we want you a part of the team. So by us hustling together, that, you know,
It elevated him. Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah. So now I got like access to all, like, you know, whatever he got going on.
Yeah.
So so it's a blessing.
Damn, that's
without
crazy.
having to sign. I wanted to sign, like, but it was just like the way we was working. It was like, okay, we got this coming out, we got this check, and I live like a frugal lifestyle. So I like nice stuff, but I'm not gonna go out and like splurge like that. I'd rather just save like all my money in my
Go to
checks.
Rodeo or some shit and just lose it all. Like,
you know.
fuck, man.
Oh yeah. People do that. Like me, I'm like, nah. I see a lot of shit that I wanted when I was broke. Like I don't want it no more.
Right.
I just do like the simple stuff. Like people send me clothes. People send me shoes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't have to spend a lot.
Right.
And then I just be chill. I be at sessions most of the time.
Right.
And if I do have to buy something, it'd be like couple white tees, black tees.
Yeah.
As long as the shoes dope, like I don't care. I'm just trying to like grind. I'm trying to work.
Have you ever seen a documentary? It's called like Minimalist. Have you ever heard of that? It's like about people that live like a minimal lifestyle, which is just like that. I mean, some people be crazy about it. Like, I need one fork and one spoon and one knife, and like they live it like that. But it's interesting the concept of it because I feel like so many people, especially in your position, you start booming and you get check after check after check, and then they get like this crazy like they don't think about the future in that moment. You know what I mean? Because that shit can go away.
I seen like 30 for 30 going broke, like ESPN. I
they
seen
did that?
like I always will watch something or read something, and then I try to learn from other people's mistakes.
Right.
Because watching 30 for 30 going broke, it's like, damn, they had millions and 80 million or this, and I was like, they back to like square one. So just the fear of that, like, I told myself, I'm like, yo, when I started making like real money, I'm gonna just like stack it.
Yeah,
So,
that's smart.
and then like when the publishers was coming with like the deals, they was pretty good deals. It was just my mindset at the time, like just telling me like, yo, you're gonna make that regardless, at the pace you're going. Like,
Right.
You already got the relationships with the actual artists and people in the industry that can make moves for you. James is there, Anna's there, and basically it happened. Like,
So you just didn't need it.
I just didn't need the money because just like the amount of checks I was getting and like independent and like major label stuff.
So it's publishing, like the main point of publishing is literally like an advance to what you'll make. Is it just so you can focus on your music more?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
But if you're already making, like if you already have your own investment, you don't really need that investment from them,
No,
right?
not really. Unless like it depends on who you sign with,
Right.
and like the person that you sign with.
Can publishers link you, like an A&R can link you with people?
Yeah, that's their job.
So that is like a benefit.
their job is to like put you in a session with this person.
Yeah.
Or hit this manager or hit this publisher.
Right.
Like, yo, we have this new writer, producer. Can we get him in with this person?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's their job. But not everyone does that. So you just gotta like make sure you sign with someone after they sign you, they're gonna look after you like
Right.
the whole time. Not like sign you and then,
You just like, damn, they don't know
because like
nobody.
publishers, it's a lot for them too.
Yeah.
They take on that job, and sometimes if it's a big publishing company, they got like 30 artists to each person, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying, 20 to 30 or less or more.
You start calling in and they're not answering because they're busy with someone else. You know what I mean? That becomes like frustrating, I imagine. Damn, that's a interesting ass. I gotta get some of them on here too, just because that shit's so crazy. That side of but that I feel like most artists miss that part of the business. Like they don't understand that part of the business, and a lot of people get. But I mean, like, we did this interview with Scott Storch like a while back for like something, and he was just telling us the story off the record, but like talking about it. And it's crazy to hear how insane, what I mean, his level of producing was. He blew up and then just lost all of his money, and it just goes away like that. But you don't really have anyone in your corner to protect. I mean, you do, which is dope. Like I feel like you took an alternative route, which I feel like might be more common now than ever, right?
Yeah, just having good people and just asking them like, yo, you think I should do this? Like, yeah, you should do it. Like,
Right.
You're gonna make that money anyways.
Yeah. So you in Milwaukee, you lived there till when? Because I know you
2011.
So at that point, like, what all had you produced? Like, were you starting to make some waves before you left?
Kind of like it was J Mills, and then like once I left, when I went to Atlanta, that's when
Everything started. How long were you in
Traded
Atlanta?
Truth, Young Thug, like 3 years.
Oh shit! Damn, you got them right away.
Like after a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like,
what?
I knew Traded Truth through Philly Flyboy.
Okay.
He shot all his videos.
Yeah, right.
And just producing for him, and Traded Truth know everybody. So
Right.
it was just like using his network, and then he always like showed love.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How many records you guys do together, you think?
Me and Trey got like 10
Yeah.
overall, 10, probably like more than that.
So for you at that point, that's like kind of when you're experiencing your first wave of not only people recognizing your music, but also you're getting like a bag at that point, maybe.
Yeah.
Does it work like that? I don't know.
Yeah. So basically, like I wasn't charging Trey like nothing, because it was more like, yo, let's just
Make something.
and then I get the money off the back end.
Okay, so that's how
it's
you
more
approach
like
that shit.
Right.
Right.
And then like anybody else that comes, it's like then it's business.
Yeah.
You know? But certain people, y'all work together, and then you don't charge them up front, but you do get money off the songs, though,
right?
You know.
Yeah.
But it's certain people you just don't charge
right
up front when you beginning, because
right.
you want to get the music out.
So when you take, it's like you're taking that risk, right? You're just depending on the sessions to go so well that they'll actually place a record on whatever their album or some shit. So when you go about that, was anyone like suggesting this shit to you, like, yo, you don't want to come in and charge this person too high, too low, whatever, because they might not fuck with you or whatever?
Not really.
You just kind of
I would just going off the vibe, and then being young, you just want to have some music out. Yeah, that's like spreading around the world and stuff like that. So that's all I wanted. And then after a while, it was like, okay, like I'm gonna just up my price. I got Trader Truth and Young Thug. I shot a video, and then I got this person. Yeah.
When you start hearing and seeing your music like getting distributed like on a mass level, you know what I mean? How'd that feel for the first time? Like,
it was amazing. Yeah, just to get credited, and then knowing that just people around the world listening to it is just a crazy feeling. Going from local, like okay, your city listening to it, to like the world. It's just crazy.
How'd that change the way you can move through Atlanta? Because I feel like you start, booming there musically. People start to know your name.
Yeah, I did like panels. I did like a couple panels, and just really just showing my face more. And I'm like, yo, I'm Biz, or people come up to me like, yo, I rock with the records you did with Trey, and let's work.
Damn.
So yeah, just really like getting those records out so people can know, and then like I want the right people to know me, like I don't care about like fame and all that. Right. They just like the right people. They see you like, yo, let's work, or let's get some music done.
Yeah. How do you feel now, like with people playing into that whole, I mean, it's Instagram era, you know what I mean? Like people are trying to show out and be famous or whatever, but it also helps distribute your name and get your shit out there, right? Yeah. So do you feel like now you do you have to play ball in that arena?
Yeah. Some like I don't care for it, but I know like my face got to be out there. I know, like go to parties and people like, yo, that's Bizness Boi, and people walking up to me, and then being online and showcasing what I produce and doing this for content, and it's just certain things we have to do. That's the life we chose, right? And I understand it too, because the more people know my face, the more people know me, the more business I'm gonna get, right? The more studio sessions I'm gonna get. And we just a walking business at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it's a billboard. Like, I mean, that's a billboard,
for real. Like your stories is like ads and marketing. Yeah, and like your page where you post, this is all. When I'm posting like something went gold or platinum or this, is all an ad for me. Like, oh, he produced PartyNextdoor or Black or Swae Lee. Right. Like, let's reach out to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's all it is. That's how I look at it.
Because all it's going to take is like one person to see that post who is connected to the person that you hopefully ended up, they share that shit real quick. I feel, it's super interesting, because I feel like some people do it the right way and some people do it the wrong way, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you just got to be like proactive on that side of the thing. When you were in Atlanta though, did you move out there by yourself, or did you come with like a little squad? Did you ever, who was around you?
I was out there, I moved in with the big homie.
Okay.
I went there like solo. Yeah. And then after like 3 months, we got kicked out the crib, and then I moved in with the homie. It was just like a journey, like couch to couch. Right. And just, it was like a crazy journey. But I learned a lot through it all.
You feel like the motivation to get to that next level, like, what charges you at that state? Because I did the same couch shit too.
Just knowing, like I always had like faith, and I always read people's stories, like, they'd just be grinding. Sometimes it take 5 years, sometimes it take 10. Right. And I just knew with the perseverance that I have, that I'd make it. Right. I didn't know when. It's been like some dark times. Like, yo, am I? We all question ourselves at certain times in our career, but like once I snapped out of it, I'm like, yo, I got this. Right. Because you just see it, like just the level of artists you're working with, and then it just keep going up. Like, okay, I'll start off local, Now I'm getting like industry looks. Now I'm getting like mid majors. Now I'm getting major. You know, what I'm saying? Just a process.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. You end up moving to LA, and I read somewhere that you were like living out the car.
Yeah, me and the homies. And we had like Eric Bellinger placements and all that, but we just in the car. Like it was a crazy time in our life.
Like what?
And
Because you were you were rating those records, or they're already like.
Well,
out.
Like once Eric Bellinger came out, we was like in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just weird, like, damn, we working this hard and we in the car.
Yeah.
And then started working with Party. That was like 2000. It had to have been 15
or 16.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then once we started dropping, that's when like shit just went crazy. Cause like Party like a fan favorite.
Right.
And like he just a big name.
Yeah.
Like working with Drake and the Rihanna cuts. And like after that, having 4 on there, that was like, yo, who's Bizness Boi? And then from then it was like people in the industry, A&Rs, and they just reached out. And then Black came out, and then after that it was like, okay, we gotta take this guy serious. Yeah.
Right. I remember when I was out here, I slept on like a whole air mattress with a bunch of holes and shit for like 15 months. But I remember one night I went to shoot a show at Staples Center. It was Taylor Swift, and she brought out Mary J. And I went with Mary, and I like shot all this shit, and it was the first time shooting in like a fucking, the Staples Center.
Yeah.
And then I like do all this stuff, and it's like crazy. And you come back, and I'm like laying on this shit, and it's like sinking, and you feel the ground, and you're like questioning. That's the moment like where it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So when you're in your car, it's like, so you get a place, you place Eric Bellinger, whatever. And so you're like, how long does it take for money to actually come through on the back end of shit like that?
Probably like a few months.
Right. So
probably like 6 to 8, 6 to 9.
Damn. So you could have a record that's literally, you have records playing everywhere, and then you don't see them. How do you feel? Does that make you feel weird, like in that stage, because people look at you like you're supposed to be balling and have all this shit and doing all the stuff that you don't naturally want to do anyway? But like, how do you like get around that feeling? You know what I mean? I know you said like you think it's gonna happen for you anyway, but
yeah, just staying focused. I remember watching Sonny Digital like back then when I was going through it, and he was like, he was good now at the time, but he was like, man, I remember people was like, they knew my name, Sonny Digital, and I had to catch up to my name. It was this concept he put out there, like I had to. People see Sonny Digital and they looking at him like, oh, you on top of the world. But it took him like I forgot how long, but it took him a while to catch up to his name, to live like, yo, okay, now I'm Sonny Digital.
Right.
Like I got the money, I got the plaques, I got the records, but now I'm like stable, like money wise. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like they know you, but you ain't got it like that, you know. So
well, and so much of this shit is like networking, right? And like for networking, it's like you almost have to have a budget just to fucking network. And so if you're sitting there waiting for the check to come, and people want you to pull up to Soho House and shit, and you gotta like like buying some dumbass expensive coffee or some shit, like fuck, how can I afford this? I feel like it's mad frustrating. I feel like a lot of people quit because of that. You know what I mean? That's an interesting concept. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so that's how I felt. I was like, okay, Party out, but Party, I got paid for that. I got paid for the Black. So after that, in advance and stuff, and it was like good money too.
Right.
So just saved those, and then like Rocky Fresh came out, and then Ye Ali, and then it was like the Swae Lee. So everything was just like the money was just coming, like the money that I always wanted.
Right.
It just started like.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Is how often, like, you're working with so many different artists, but what is it, one artist at a time, or are you doing multiple sessions at a time? Like
I do multiple sessions.
Yeah. At that time, was it kind of like you're with Eric and then it goes to Party? You say you have 4 records with Party?
Yeah.
On his project?
P3.
Shit.
The album. Yeah. So
that's a fuck ton.
Yeah. That's why people, and even on Swae Lee album, I have 4.
4 on his?
4 out of like 9.
Damn.
Yeah, on Swaycation. So just really focus. I really just try to focus on giving them like the best like product,
right?
Like the quality wise, and just something that they're missing.
Right.
I'm like, yo, what you need now? Like I hear everything, but what you missing? And
Right.
try to fill that void.
Right. So we have like conversations before you go in with the artist, kind of like what they're looking for before you bring them records, or are you kind of bringing them records just to show them new shit?
Sometimes I know, and then sometimes I'm like, they'll sound dope on here. It's
Yeah.
a little different, but I'm gonna still play it for them.
Right.
Yeah, because a lot of artists, they get like the same beats.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm always the producer. Like, yo, what's some new stuff they can do that it's not too left field for them, but they'll still kill and they'll like it, and the fan base will like it.
Right. Do you do a lot of research on like their history and the music that they made to try to find something that pairs with that?
Yeah.
You do right away?
Yeah, like when I'm working with an artist, like Anna or James send me like links, and I'm always like I'll vibe out to the music.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I dig deep and be like, okay, they influences is this, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's interesting. What was it like getting your first plaque?
It was dope. It was with Black. It just out of nowhere. So you always dream these things, but when it actually happened, it's like a crazy feeling.
Damn.
And then I think after Black, it was just like, it just never stopped. It was like Black, and then it was like Black Bear, then it was like Swae, then it was like Party, and then like.
Oh, you did Black Bear too?
Yeah.
Is he from the Midwest?
I don't know where Black Bear
I feel like he's from like somewhere.
Yeah, he might be
Minnesota
from
or some
Florida.
shit. Florida, for real?
I don't know. Yeah.
Damn. So what do you have to do? What's like the number? Is it number of like plays or downloads or some shit? Or
for it to go is like 500,000.
500,000.
And then $1 million platinum.
Right. So you could be getting like 2-3 plaques for one song. Is that how they do it?
Yeah, like you go gold, and then like some people don't order them though ASAP, and then they'll wait for it to go platinum.
Oh, right.
And then 2 times, and then diamond. Like, yeah. So.
Damn.
But we have to buy our own plaque. So sometimes they'd be like, yo, I'm gonna wait till it go platinum.
Right.
Then once it go platinum, then they'll buy the plaque or something like that.
Because if it didn't, you could just still get it, right?
Yeah, you can just get the gold one. Yeah.
Damn. I was like, what?
But sometimes it take a little minute. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Dreamville, that went gold real quick. Cause it's J. Cole, and then plus it's like Middle Child.
Right.
That already was doing good.
Yeah.
You know.
So it was already like buzzing, send it out. That shit was fire too.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking good. So interesting. It's like you think about the trophy. Like my friends just got Moon Man for the first time for like video editing and shit like that. And then you see it in real life. I remember coming here and seeing one in real life, and just like that shit inspires the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you go into I'm sure, Trey's studio or someone's studio probably had him the first time you ever seen him, and that shit just opens up a door. But
yeah, Babyface I was in his studio. His whole walls like just everywhere.
you got all of them. That's crazy.
For sure.
What like, is there moments that it becomes too difficult to work with artists that you feel like you gotta just dip out on it? Like you're like, man, this isn't we're not vibing at all. Like this don't work.
I had one session like that, but most of them like my team, they choose artists, and it's like they know what kind of vibe it's gonna be. Like like I never really had like bad sessions. It might be a session where it's just not working.
Yeah.
And then because we all got like life shit we dealing with, so it might be like some crazy shit on my mind or their mind. And then we're like, oh, we'll come back to it, but it's not. It's never like personal. I'm like, oh yeah, and then we'd go back to it the next day, and then it'd be like we make like some shit. So it just depends. Like only really had like one session where it's like, yo, this is just not working, you know? And then we just like yo, I'm a dip, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't like force. I feel like you shouldn't force music. No. And then that's really it. Everything else is like the vibe be smooth. Because I'm always like chill in like sessions and stuff. Yeah. And like I go in, I do what I gotta do, cook from scratch or play some stuff, they pick it, or they record, and I'm just like in the cut. And if I hear something, I'm like, yo, you should do it like that, or you should redo this, you know? So I'm always like playing it like chill until I hear something. Like if I have like, you know, just a request or something like, yo, you should do this part better, or you should go higher. You know what I'm saying? Just different little notes. Being a producer,
Yeah. What's your favorite type of session? Do you prefer like coming in with shit and they kind of vibe to that right away, or do you like building from scratch? Hey y'all, I wanted to interrupt this episode real quick to tell you about our Patreon page. If you fuck with Black with No Cream, if you fuck with this podcast, if you fuck with the way I interview people, we would love your financial support. So go to patreon.com/blackwithnocream. You can sign up for as low as $5 a month and have instant access to being able to ask our guest questions. You get the private Discord channel. You get to hear episodes a week early. You get tons and tons of amazing perks like live streams and bonus episodes and all kinds of stuff. So definitely go to patreon.com/blackwithnocream to check out everything we have to offer there and take a consideration at joining us on Patreon. All right, cool. Let's get back to this episode.
Like, it's really whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I train myself. It's just, I'm always going in like, okay, I have these 15 beats. If I play these, and they probably just want to hop on like a couple of these, but
right.
Sometimes it'd be like, yo, let's make something from scratch, and that's fun too, because it's like you building, and then they're already there with their ears, and they're like, yo, I mess with this part, or do the hi-hats like this, and then I bounce the beat, and it's already, to their liking.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So how did like linking with Party come to be for you?
My bro Prep, I grew up with him
in
Milwaukee. So he moved out here like a year after me, and he started engineering.
Oh, nice.
For Party. And then like after a month or two of engineering, he gave me Party email. He just wanted to get in good, just wanted to, show Party that, he worked hard.
Add value.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. And then I emailed Party, and then one time we went out, and then I just seen my email like, yo, these beats crazy. Like, who is this? I was like, yo, this Bizness Boi, Prep homie. And then he already knew who I was, because we went out together, I think like a week prior.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then the first record we ever did was like Don't Run, and then Don't Do It For You No More. I think that was the first one we ever dropped, Cuffed Up with Quavo. Me and Murder Beats did that one. And then P3 came out.
Damn.
So it was just like back to back. Like,
so did you know that they were gonna be like singles, like that he was gonna drop them in advance?
Don't Do It For You No More. He was like, yo, Biz, I'm gonna drop this. Let me know if you have anyone that do like cover art. So I hit my people's Amber Park. She do stuff with like Camila Cabello now. Like,
okay.
Mm-hmm. And I had her do it, sent it to the Party. He approved it, and then we dropped it on SoundCloud. And yeah, so he just,
that's so crazy.
He always like transparent though.
Right.
Like, yo, I'm gonna use this, or we're gonna drop this. So it was just crazy how we dropped. It was like back to back, and then it was Cuffed Up, Don't Do It For You No More, than Having 4 on the album. So people was like, damn, y'all just dropping back to back. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's crazy. Do you ever try to find a place, like, do they ever want you in videos? Yeah, I mean, I see sometimes producers be in videos.
Sometimes, like Tali Alway, She Bad, I pulled up to that.
Yeah. And
then it's just a couple of videos that I pull up to.
Right.
I don't really care about like being in there, but I pull up to them.
Yeah.
And some videos, like I just pull up, and if they need me, then if I know ahead of time, I'll be like, okay, I get in the video.
Right.
Yeah.
When you linked with Black, how did that come up?
Just hearing them on like Apple Music. It was like me, my homie Theory, and his homegirl. We was heading to the beach. I heard Problems, and then I was like, "Yo, who is this?" It was just like fresh at the time.
Right.
This shit sound crazy. And then I remember asking her, I'm like, "Yo, who is this?" She was like, "Black. He got a 6 in front of his name."
Yeah.
Looked it up, and then the universe was like just making shit happen for me. And then I think I followed him on Twitter, and then my homie Los Hendricks, he had a session with him, I think like the week after.
Yeah.
And then he was just telling Black about me, like, yo, these collabs I did with Bizness Boi, and then follow me. And then me and / we made like MTFU. He sent me the idea, I finished it, sent it back, and then we sent it to Sin God, Black's main producer.
Okay.
Sin played it for Black, and then we just got on like Free Black.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys end up working in the studio together?
Yeah, after
that's
after MTFU, I think me and Ford pulled up to actually hear it.
Damn.
In the studio, and then from then, like, I just send him records, or I pull up, we play records. And Black, like, when he makes music, no one is in the room though. So if I pull up on Black, we'll chop it up. I'll play like beats, and then like everybody, we all leave the room because he's so personal.
Yeah.
His music's so personal.
Right.
And
So is it just him and the engineer then, or is he
yeah,
engineer shit?
I think like JT being there sometimes, but I think Black engineers too.
Yeah.
And then JT would get it like
right, dialed
he'd
in.
Get it right. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. It's nuts because like just his style of music, him coming out, because I was new when you started working with him was early on.
Yeah, it was like
at the beginning, and that shit carved a wave for sound. You know what I mean? Like no one else really was making music like that. I feel like at that time, but that's crazy to have that impact on music.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then just because I was just happy to be a part of it, and then like it was just like, damn, this shit went platinum. I mean, gold.
Right.
It went like just all this stuff. I'm like, damn, this shit Grammy, like the Grammy nom, like all that.
Like that shit could not have happened if you just didn't go to the beach that day.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. And then even on the second project, like Let Her Go, I almost went to Toronto, and then like I just bought my ticket. I was finna go work with the homies, and then I end up not going. I was like, it was just weird. I'm like, I woke up, I ain't even packed, and I just missed the flight on like purpose. And then that same day, I made Let Her Go, like the instrumental.
Damn.
And then like a month prior, he was telling me like, yo, I need this. I'm trying to wrap up the album. I need this type of record, like an up-tempo, hard record. And then like, as soon as I missed the flight, that was like the first beat. Like I hit up Prep and Exact. I'm like, yo, I missed this flight. Y'all want to cook up?
Yeah.
They pulled up, and I just made like I played the chords, put like effect on it, started like the beat, and then Exact and Prep got on the beat, polished it off, and then I sent it to him, and then he sent me like the bounce. I think like that same week.
Damn, that's crazy. Do you work with like demo writers, or what's the shit called? Like where
like songwriters?
Songwriters?
Like
Yeah, you're working with them a lot, heavy?
Yeah,
so is that part of the submission process almost, is like coming up with ideas like that,
just
right?
working with like the writers, they get like the hooks. Because a lot of like people, they want like a dope hook. You know, they can write like the verses, especially like rappers.
Yeah.
Like a rapper, they'd be like, yo, this hook crazy.
Yeah.
And then they'd probably get somebody on there, or they'd cut it themselves.
Right.
And then, just write the verses and everything. So yeah, I do that a lot. I work a lot with like the homie Daniel Church, Casey, Nisha. Like Nisha work a lot with Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Jay, Beyonce.
Yeah, we met her in Paris. She was out because I toured with B&J.
Oh, yeah.
Then, she's young, right?
Yeah, she's young.
She's like 19 or younger than that when I met her.
Yeah, she young. Then Jazzy, I work with her a lot.
Dope.
She co-wrote the Old Town Road.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus part. Yeah.
That's so wild.
Yeah, that shit went.
That's so
that
great.
Shit went crazy.
How about all the other parts that came out after that shit?
Man.
That fucking song, bro, is like, that shit is nuts.
Yeah.
What's the biggest record you have out right now? You know?
I don't know, but from my point of view, it'd probably be like any of the Swae Lee records, like Hurt to Look. That was big for me. This Dreamville was very big for me.
Dreamville was crazy, bro.
Yeah, like being on there.
Who raps at the end of that? Which
Swerve?
Yeah, is at the end of Swerve when he's rapping and
JID?
it fades out?
Yeah.
Where's the rest of that verse?
Man,
I want that fucking verse, bro.
I asked JID too. I'm like, yo, like hopefully they throw it on the like a deluxe.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, they gotta like please.
It sounds so fire.
Yeah, cause JID the reason I'm on there on that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we so me and JID we been working.
Yeah.
And then already was sending him like beats. I was texting him beats like even before it was announced. So when it was announced, it was like organic. It wasn't like, oh, they announced it, let me send beats
Hit
now.
people up.
Yeah,
right.
it was more.
You
like,
mean announced like the session was about to happen?
Yeah, like
Right.
everybody started posting like the invitations.
Yeah.
So even before that, so JRD at every session he would just pull up my beats, and like
Damn.
like Big Crit hopped on some Earth Gang. I got like hella shit with
Yeah.
them. And then, but he's the reason that I'm on the album. He pulled up the beat. Key did the hook. And then Maxo came like later.
Right.
But JID already was like, yo, I killed the record, but I never heard his part. It was just like Key on the hook.
That's all they were sending you? Because did you go to
And
the
then-
sessions?
Yeah, I went to the sessions, but I went like the record we have. I wasn't there for that.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Like I went that Sunday. My little brother was in town, like for the first time ever leaving Little Rock. So I flew him. Yeah, I flew him to LA. I'm like, yo, you need a different vibe. So he left that Sunday. We left around the same time.
Right.
Like I got my ticket like super late.
Right.
But like they played me everything.
Oh, you didn't bring your brother to the session?
No, he flew back to Little Rock.
I was like, you need a different vibe. I'm gonna take you to this ultimate
because
session.
he like they announced it when he was there.
Oh, crazy.
So I was like, I got to kick with my little brother.
Right.
He leaves Sunday, then I'm gonna fly in.
Right. That's important, man. Like family first. And
Yeah.
shit. What? Damn it. That's crazy. Yeah. That always annoys the shit out of me when that fucking shit fades out. And I'm just like, where?
Yeah.
Please.
I think it might be on the deluxe though,
That's
because
tight.
it's like, yo, you the reason this song is even, like here. So, but we're gonna see.
Right.
With the deluxe, I feel like they're going.
For Swae,
happen.
how did this Swae shit come to be?
His DJ rocked with our music, me and Yay Ali.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then the DJ, he was like, yo, Swae, love y'all sound. Can you send like beats over?
Right.
And then I sent beats over, and then after a month, I DM'd him like, yo, it's cool if I send you more beats. He was like, yeah, you already got 2 on the album. I was like, damn. Like,
That's how you find out?
yeah, I was like, yo, this crazy. And then I found out the beats that he was choosing, they was more like 80s beats. Like I do like 80s styles beats.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just send these, and then that's how Hurt to Look came, and then like What's in Your Heart. And then yeah, we just went from there, then ended up having 4 on there.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like crazy.
I mean, he's such a like star.
Yeah,
like,
he
to
is
come-
superstar, like for sure.
He
cool as hell too.
Right. Yeah, you got a monkey.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if he still has it, but I think
Yeah, he had like 2. I don't know if they took him though.
I don't know. I thought I heard something but
about it. Yeah.
That's fucking sad. Let the man have his let him have his pet. That's fucking crazy, bro. It's you know what I mean, like the networking pool that you have to create for that type of shit to happen is so important, right?
Yep.
Like being able to just be available or to have shit on deck, cuz like how often do you feel like you're creating music every single day?
Almost every day. Some days I like chill. Life is like a weekend.
Yeah.
But I got so much shit though. I always had like so much music.
What's your process of like organizing your shit?
I keep everything in like folders,
Yeah.
and then I have like iTunes folders.
Okay.
And I just throw like the refs in there, like songs, and then I throw like I got like a beat folder. So like whenever people ask for beats, I got this app, and then you can go to like the folder in
From
your
your
iTunes.
iTunes? Oh shit.
And then you click the ones that you want to send.
Damn, that's
and then
tight.
you can like email them, or you can like text them.
And what, it just sends it into like a subfolder for them?
No, I just send them like, if I was
6
texting them, yeah, it'd be like
Right.
if I sent 6 beats, it'd be like 6 like attachments.
Shit.
So
That's
it's
tight.
like very easy. So like I keep the newest beats at the top.
Right.
Yeah,
You can
so-
organize them that way. Like. So do you, I mean, have you lost, we in the video world have several times where a fucking drive fails and you lose shit. Have you ran into that yet?
No, not yet.
Do you back up your shit?
Yeah, I back
You have
up.
mad backups? Man, I've heard some horror stories of people that just like, you know,
Yeah,
the drive
so-
drops. What do you edit? Or you have a computer, like a Mac?
No, I got a PC.
You're on PC? Why'd you choose that?
Like FL. FL was already always for like PC.
Right.
But they just started making them like compatible for Mac.
Right.
I think like last year.
When you're making these beats, do you like reserve certain beats for certain artists?
Or
do
I
you
used
ever
to do that, but now it's like first come first serve. Like even like
That's
a
tight.
new artist I'm working with, because the beat that I'm holding on,
Yeah.
that could be like the hit
Right.
for this new artist. Because a lot of people, I learned from Sounds, it was like, I think I seen something online. He was like, yo, just don't be holding beats for certain artists. Like get them beats off. Because if it's dope, like super dope, and you want a big artist on there, 9 times out of 10 you can just like use that beat and develop a new artist. Like the Tyler Yahweh, She Bad, that got like millions of views. And you know,
how'd they promote that? Was she already are you saying what
Tyler
song
Yahweh?
was it? Oh, okay,
Yahweh,
okay,
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, Tyler Yahweh, She Bad. And just seeing, like, he a star too. So just seeing the vision in him, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna put this beat behind him, and then him just making it to a hit. And then like Ray Moon, we got this crazy song. This shit is crazy. It's called Only You. And no, it's called Shy.
So that's like the mindset is just kind of
Just
why hold it?
yeah, because I can make more.
Right.
Yeah, just make more beats.
Yeah. Do you ever get into like a creative block? Does that ever happen to you?
Not really.
No.
Not really.
What's your studio vibe setup like?
It's like plenty lights and
Yeah.
like comfortable, like real chill. Yeah, I try to make sure, because if I can't think of nothing like on the keys, I got like sounds that, you know, they inspire me, or I got like people like Jeff Giddy sending me like guitars, you know what I'm saying? Starters, something I can start with. And I just do like the drums and then add music on that.
Right.
So
Do you ever do like live recordings with musicians, like to try to bring in someone to track real drums or do any shit like that?
sometimes it'd be like a sax or like trumpet or like guitars, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not drums really.
Would you
But
record that at your house? You can record that in your studio?
No, not drums.
Right.
But like guitars and like everything.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's a nice size room, but it's not like enough to have like a drum set in
Right.
there,
And that's like mad mics, right?
Yeah, I think so.
To track drums?
The crash, the kicks, and
Yeah.
the snares, all that.
Damn.
Mhm.
How do you feel? Like, how are your grandparents? You know what I mean?
Oh, they happy. They proud of me.
Yeah.
They tell me they proud because they believed in me like since day one.
Right.
So like them seeing like articles like Rolling Stone and stuff like that, they're like,
Yeah.
damn, you really like did it.
Right.
You know, because they was there all the struggling years, like sending me like $50 here. And I'm grown. They still like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we still gonna help you." I'm like, all right.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
They get you the PlayStation?
Yeah.
So it started with them.
Yep.
Have they come out here to LA?
Not yet.
No?
My granddaddy scared to
Fly?
fly. Yeah. But my grandma, I was like, yo, whenever you ready,
Right.
I'll just get them a plane, put them in a nice hotel somewhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You go home often? Do you ever go back to Milwaukee?
I was there a couple months ago, I think. Yeah.
Do you ever show your behind the scenes, like what you do, like how you create? Do you ever try to share that shit with like
Sometimes.
the next gen or whatever?
Yeah, sometimes. I do like panels and stuff, but sometimes like the homie Bexer he'd do like some behind the scenes. So I'm doing that more. Like I'm coming out with an album, so it's gonna be like behind the scenes stuff.
Dope. Your own album?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It'd be like a Khaled type.
Right.
Yeah, So
that'll be sick.
got like PartyNextdoor, Black,
Damn.
Swae, and then I got some other
Everybody.
people too. It's gonna be crazy, but I gotta pick like the perfect, the perfect like amount of records. I don't want like too many records on there. I just want like a solid number of dope records on
Right.
there.
So with that shit, is it kind of like, can you use throwaway records that might not have made a cut for their shit and use it too?
Yeah. It just like the records, they feel like the one me and Black got. It's like super, super dope. It just didn't fit East Atlanta Love Letter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like with Black is like him, he has to say so, but he also has like Love Renaissance. There's plenty of people there, and,
Right.
and Interscope,
Right.
and stuff like that. But the record we got, it's crazy. Like it's like a big record. So
For you to make your own album, because I always think about this with Khaled shit too, because Khaled's mad over the top with it, like, you know what I mean? His direction is just like this power thing. What's like the inspiration for you building this album for yourself? Is this your first album?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the sound. I want people to be like okay, that's Biz sound, and just having control and just looking at myself as an artist too, even though I'm behind the scenes, but just having my name out there too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bizness Boi featuring Black. Bizness Boi featuring PartyNextdoor.
Right.
And just having that out there too. People like, who's Bizness Boi? And
Right.
people just researching, and then they just go back to old records or see what I'm doing and research who I am.
Would you, is this like an opportunity for you to kind of also give a platform for younger artists that are still growing, you know, that you're working with? So
yeah, just have it like the big names and then have like a couple new artists and just have that blend in. So when people see like the names that's going to be on there and then they listen to the whole album and then they hear something dope from a voice that they're not too familiar with, they can look that person up too. Is it challenging to like decide which records are gonna stay and which records gotta go? A little bit, just because we just, you know, being a creator, we just develop and we just work. So some of the old records, if they still feel the same, then I just use those. But we just always creating like new records. And I'm like, oh, I might throw this on there. Or just, you know, we just gotta find time to really listen to everything. And be like, yo, these are solid. Even 2 years later, it's still like super solid. When is there a plan for this to come out? Do you know, like target date? Hopefully this fall. I'm just focused on my artist project right now, Symphony Soto. Oh, okay, word. She's super dope. So once I get that done, and then I can start like wrapping up my stuff too. Because I feel like my stuff is damn near like already done. I just gotta focus back in on it. Right now I'm just focused on like PartyNextdoor, Symphony, my artists and stuff like that. So once those are like done, and then I can go back and pick like a solid like list of songs that I can drop. So are these artists signed to you? Symphony is. Okay. This is like your first artist? So what's your label called? Bizness Boi Music Group, BWNC. Nice. So that's the plan too in the future, is like to develop more artists and try to get them on. I got her. I have a producer from Milwaukee I signed. Dope. Yeah. How'd you find him? I've been knowing him since like 2000 and 12. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, so I got him his first like placement. That's sick. So like I love seeing like talent, especially from my city, and I work with them, we collab, and I just try to get them like they first major look. Like I got, like I think last year I got like 3 or 4 producers like they first plaques ever. And then this year I got, I sampled Lil A. He sent me like this sample for the Dreamville, and I just did like the drums and stuff behind the 808, and then that's his first gold plaque, his first plaque ever. So that's crazy. So that's how I moved to just do what I gotta do, and then just help the next generation, like, you know, so they can have something to remember. Right. Like that's crazy. Is it at this point, are you getting contacted a lot by up and coming artists that want you to hear music and shit? Yeah. How do you deal with that? I listen to it. If you approach me the right way, I'll listen to it for sure. What would you say is the best way to approach someone like you? Just like something simple, not too much. Like, yo, the whole life story. Yeah, like, yo, I'm a producer. I love your music. Can we work? And I'd be like, yo, send me some starters or let me hear what you got. Have you discovered anyone that way? Like Rowan, he just did something on Rick Ross. Oh, that's dope. Mook Beats. It's been a few. Who? His name Mook. Mook Beats. You said Mo Beats. Oh, Mo Beats, that's the homie. Mo Beats is the boy. Big Sean. Yeah. He's gonna get on here soon. I love that dude. I taught him how to fly drones. For real? Yeah. He was just making cool content, like, which is also goes back to the Instagram thing. It's like you have to kind of figure out how to like build your own personality because you're behind a shadow, right? So it's like a challenge all the time to develop that shit. That's crazy. That's dope. Well, I'm glad that you're putting people on too, because it's like you're in a power position, you know, and it's hard to. It just worked better like that. Yeah. Because when they look back, they be like, "Oh, Biz helped me get my first plaque." And then, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like we here to like help people, right? And you know, because I come from a city, it's like crab in a barrel mentality, but in reality, it's like you help more people, the more your light shine. Right. You know? Yeah. No, that's super true. All right, I'm going to wrap this up because I know you got a session. I have a couple questions from our community for you. And we might have covered a majority of it, but it's our Patreon community. So, all right. So this dude, let's see. Nicholas said, I read your studio is in the back room of your crib.
What do you need to not feel cooped in the same place all the time? Is there a time that you have to force yourself to put down the work and just go out? Do you feel like, you know what I mean, when you work from home, it can kind of like...
Yeah, it can get old sometimes. So right now it's like a balance. It's like people pull up to my spot, and then sometimes people be having like big studios. They're like, yo, Anna hit me, or James be like, yo, pull up at Record Plant, or pull up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a good balance. But my crib is like my studio is like chills, like lights everywhere. It's like a flat screen, and I always got like a vibe on there, like some crazy city or some like mountains and stuff.
That's fucking Apple screensavers.
You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. And then it's just cool. Like people pull up, they're like, yo, this is smooth. But like, it's just a balance though. I pull up to APG, I pull up Record Plant, like just, you know, all the big studios, Chalice.
Right.
So it's like, leave those, come back to the crib and get back in my lab. And, yeah, just getting energy from different spots. So.
Right. You said you go to the beach. Is that like your kind of like go-to getaway? Yeah,
I was there Saturday. Me, Prep, my producer 94, and the homie DC.
Which beach you go to?
It was like between Malibu and like Santa Monica. I forgot the name of it. Well, I just went out there to talk to God, meditate, pray.
Yeah, you meditate?
Yeah, and just try to keep my spirit like you know, just smooth. You know how the music game is. So just try to keep it, just everything like just cool. Right. Like talk to God about like experiences and any negative energy, just removing it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Let's see. Jason said, he said, what was it like working on Wild Swerve?
Oh, what was it like? It was crazy. Because I made the beat at my studio. And then I think like a couple days later, just sending it to JID. And then he always mark them like with the hearts and stuff on your phone, your iPhone.
So you know it's like...
And then them FaceTiming me, like, yo, we just did this shit crazy. And then people at the sessions was texting me like, yo, they working on your record? Because I had my tag in there. And like, it was like Super Mario, Mike Hector, all these people just texting me and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's fucking tight. Yeah, that's I mean, that whole project itself is just, there's so much talent in one space. Like, to be able to get one of the records, you know what I mean? That's like a massive stamp. That's so crazy.
Yeah, it was plenty of records that they had to go through.
Let's see, Jacqueline, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. What was your first step into the producer realm? Like, what do you feel like you truly push you? Yeah, do you know what the fear was for not want, or not the fear, but like the reason why you truly just didn't want to perform anymore as far as like writing and rapping or whatever?
Like behind the scenes, like you gotta still work hard, but it's more like artists, I feel like they gotta do like a lot of stuff. They gotta go over here, they gotta go to rehearsals, they gotta go to this. Like I still do like interviews and stuff, but it's like when they on a press run, it's like
it's 5 a day.
Yeah, it's like just crazy. And then like just the wear and tear. Like I like to wake up and be like, yo, I'm gonna just create some beats today. Right. You know? Yeah. Like still have a schedule, but it's more like not doing like as much as them. But at the time it was just like money, like, okay, producing is making me like money right now. Yeah. So I'm gonna just go towards this, and I just fell out of love with like being an artist actually. Right.
You feel like it's also, with the artists, you're kind of coined into one lane. Like producers, you have an option to like spread your wings and go a little wider, right? Yeah,
for sure. Cause I did like more like trap beats. Yeah. Early, and then I do like R&B, pop, like alternative 80s. So like being creative, I can just be like super creative. It's kind of hard for like artists unless you come in the game like that. Right.
Definitely. Well, shit, man. I'll let you out of here. This was a dope interview. We appreciate you for coming on and sharing this shit.
Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I always let my guests pick this. It's basically like this. I tell everyone to go to your Instagram. They're going to tag me at BenRealVerseWorld, and they're going to put a hashtag that you're going to pick, and then that way you and I both know that they listened to this whole interview all the way to this point, which is an hour and 6 minutes. So what do you want the hashtag to be? It can be anything you want.
Business only.
Hard.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Well, project's coming out hopefully in the fall. Yeah. That's the goal. You got new artists on the way. Yeah. Everyone can follow you on Instagram. You want them to check you out anywhere else?
Instagram, Twitter, all the same. BIZNESSBOI.
We'll put
Just follow
links.
me there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, cool, man. Well, how do you want to end this shit out? You can wrap it up.
Yo, appreciate the homie for, allowing me to be on this platform. And today was super dope. And I hope y'all enjoyed this interview. I hope y'all get some gems from it. And then if y'all have any more questions about like being a producer coming up, just DM me. Like, I see everything. Just hit me. And
Love that.
Yeah, I be hitting people back. They be like,
oh my God, you responded.
Yeah, I didn't know you was gonna respond. Like, happened this morning. I was like, they asked me a question. I'm like, yo, you gotta do this, or you gotta travel, you gotta network. That's how I got to where I am. Oh my God.
Changes the whole day for that person.
But I always feel like I don't want to be too big for people. Like, no matter how much success, I want to look at people all the same.
Yeah,
whether you can do something for me or you can't. I still want to have respect for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we all human beings. So people hit me and they ask me the right way, I'm gonna answer questions for them.
That's the same. And you never know, man. Like, you never know 5 years
That should
from
be
now.
helping people. Like, for real. That should be helping.
That's dope. All right, I appreciate it, bro. We'll end this one. Thank you. That's it for Bizness Boi. The interview is done. Episode 122. Damn, we did 122 episodes. Make sure to follow him on all social platforms so you can keep up with what he's doing. And if you want to be able to ask our podcast guests questions each week, you can do that when you become a Patreon member. Patreon.com/blackwithnocream. Ask our guests some shit and be a part of the Q&A experience. We appreciate you guys listening. Make sure to subscribe on all your channels that you listen to podcasts on. And definitely take a look at our YouTube channel, because we started doing some new things on the YouTube channel. We started dropping some in the field episodes, which are a really cool segment that I personally love, where we take you behind the scenes with different creators and show you how they do shit. So check that out and subscribe, because we need the fucking number to go up so we can get big ass brand deals and fucking buy, pay ourselves a salary. All right, cool. I'm done with this shit. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.